Hello, check. Hello, check. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back in the Jfsc Dads Premier League season number 5. And another Saturday, we have 4 games coming back to back for you. And it is the Avm Yoddhas first up against the Svkm Super Strikers. And the SVKM Super Striker batting first here. And is that the first wicket? Not quite so. Very close to the bat on that occasion. Just the 1 run on the board so far. And AVM have started off nicely here. Not giving away any extras early on in the innings. Rahul is bowling the second over. And this time it's played in the air. And it's cleared the infield, but he finds the fielder in the deep towards the deep mid-wicket region. And overthrows, coming back for the second, and they make it quite comfortably in the end. So for the first time, the bowling side is a little off the mark. Still searching for the first boundary inside this power play. Power play overs very crucial once again. Just like any T20 game, the first 6 overs, only 2 fielders allowed outside the inner ring. And that should be given as a wide, and it is. Some exercise for the umpire early on. And once again a big swing, but he was very early onto that one. Slightly slower through the air this time, Rahul. So the openers still settling into this game. Will be interesting to see how do they try to build in this innings. It's the right hand left hand combination opening the innings here. And Rahul will continue to come over the wicket to the left hander as well. And this time a thick outside edge, and it's gone past the fielder at short third, and that'll race away to the boundary. That's the first boundary of the innings and the game, and the first of plenty of the day. Not where he intended, but it does not matter, does it? A boundary nonetheless. Going for a heave towards the leg side and finding a thick outside edge. No slip fielder out there. And the ball just racing away with the fielder inside the circle. So that was the boundary that they were looking for. And it's come off the bat of Rahul. And now they have kept a slip. And once again he swings on the leg side. Played in the air and nicely fielded in the end. And they scamper across as well. So 9 coming off the second over. At the end of the second now, it is 10 without a wicket. And an early breakthrough here. Saurabh striking on his second over. 2 for 1 for him. An exceptional spell. And they have got rid of Rahul early on here. 12 for 1 after 3. So Aziz comes in now at number 3, and with his side in a spot of bother early on, 12 for 1 after 3. And Rahul is going to continue, who gave away 10 in his first. At the moment, Aziz will be off strike because the wicket was of the final delivery. And once again, a big swing very early into the shot there, Varun. Not what he was hoping for. And the struggles continue here early on in this game for the batting side. The Svkm Super Strikers. They have a strong batting lineup though. They have quite a few hitters coming up, but just not able to get away inside this power play. And once again, nicely bowled, very close to the bat and nicely nudged as well, this time on the offside. So he gets a single and brings Aziz on strike for the first time in this game. Coming in here at number 3, playing a very important role. So the wicketkeeper will continue to stay up with the medium pacer bowling. And straight away a big swing. He's played that one in the air. And it won't quite have the distance, but it's still raced away to the boundary. Played nicely in the gap there. And that's one way to announce yourself at the crease. A boundary of his very first delivery. And that will help them ease some pressure as well early on in this power play. Just the 2 fielders outside allowed outside the inner ring and placed perfectly between the 2 of them on the leg side. And this time slightly shorter. And once again played in the air and gone. He's found the fielder there at deep mid-wicket. And both the openers are back in the pavilion now. 18 for 2 at the end of the 4th. And both the opening bowlers also striking. A wicket for Rahul on this occasion. There was just one fielder on the leg side deep and he found him perfectly, unfortunately for him. Straight down his throat. 18 for 2 now after 4 overs. So 18 for 2 and Saurabh continuing. And this time an edge and a chance dropped. This time an opportunity to get Aziz. Excellently bowled once again by Saurabh. Never easy for the slip fielders out there. But that will definitely go down as a catch dropped. And a huge opportunity missed to really put the brakes on the opposition. This time he's charged down the track. Excellently bowled once again. He's bowling an outstanding spell here into his third. Just the 2 runs and the wicket. Things looking very bleak at the moment for the Svkm Super Strikers. But they know a couple of decent overs can really get them back into this game. Just what they are looking for. They need to try and build a partnership here at the moment. Already lost both their openers. And once again a swing and a miss. So the intention by Aziz is clear. He wants to go for the big shots inside this power play. And 3 consecutive dots here for Saurabh. That has been the case for him throughout the day so far. And once again a big swing. And not quite carrying to the field at this time. Maybe he needs a change of bat on this occasion. Once again the hard length. So continuing to bowl superbly here, Saurabh. Can he chip in with another wicket here? This time just past the off stump once again. Continuing to bowl that line, this time to Chirag, who faced his first delivery on this occasion. So at the end of the 5th over, now it is 19 for 2. So Rahul is going to continue now. Another bowler into his 3rd over. And the captain not opting to change any bowlers. 16 conceded by Rahul and 3 by Saurabh. And this time played back to the bowler. Chance of a run out. A direct hit would have sent him back to the pavilion there. He had only one stump to aim at. It was a difficult attempt. But another dot delivery. And the dot count just keeps on increasing here at the moment inside this power play. Just 5 more deliveries left. And the intention by Aziz was clear when he had Varun with him. And this time it's gone through. He's left that one alone. And the wicketkeeper couldn't quite hold on to it. And that went racing away to the boundary. Much needed 4 runs. It's not of the bat. But it does not matter. In fact, it is given as 5 wides in the end. A total gift for the batting side. And this time a big swing and a miss. Appeals for a stumping. And the umpire not interested. But the wicketkeeper was very much interested in that one. He felt that the leg was in the air for a moment. And once again a big swing by Aziz. And that will race away to the boundary. It's gone past the fielder at fine leg. And this is turning out to be a decent over for the SVKM Super Strikers. Getting back into this game here. Those 5 wides just shifting some momentum here. Excellently played towards the leg side in the end. This time much closer to the stumps and just worked on the offside towards the mid-off fielder. Once again, he just nudges it on the leg side and they get across for another quick single. So already 11 of this over now, one more to come. An opportunity to make this a real big one. And it's Aziz on strike. Can he get another boundary here? It's the final delivery before the end of the power play. And once again, that change in the field. Having a couple on the boundary line on the leg side for Aziz, compared to Chirag, who's having one on the offside and one on the leg side. And once again, he's hit that one hard, and that's gone racing away to the boundary. That's 15 of the over, and Rahul has proven to be very expensive once again. Just like in his first over, he gave away 10 and now 15. It's 1 for 31 for him in his 3 overs, and the score for the Svkm'S Super Strikers is 34 for 2 after 6. So finally we see a change in the bowling, and it's going to be Vishal to bowl the 7th over. The power play overs have come to an end, and now the field will be spread. 5 fielders allowed outside the inner ring, and opting to go with spin now in these middle overs. So that last over somewhat spoiling the power play for the bowling side, the Avm Yoddhas. So just a final few touches here for Vishal to set his field. And the fielder at cover inside the ring is very much in. This time just played to the fielder at short third, trying to find that gap between the short third and point. And once again, it should be given as a wide, and it is. This time nudged on the leg side and finds the fielder once again. But this time he will get the single off the bat. They need this partnership to stay at the crease for at least another 3 to 4 overs from here on, so that they have enough wickets at the back end to go for the big shots. And this time he's gone a long way, but hasn't quite found the distance. Just short of the fielder there, running in. And the ball just falling inside the circle in the end. Not quite able to middle it once again. So at the moment, everything going Avm Yoddhas' way so far. Apart from those couple of overs, especially the previous one. These two are building a nice little partnership here. Chirag, although just 2 of 5, and it's gone high in the air. Fielder won't quite get underneath that one once again. And it's a misfield as well. They will come back for the second. Good running between the two. And the scoreboard just keeps on ticking at the moment. Once again, wanting to play that big shot. So Rishi is going to continue now in this 8th over. This has been a very good start here for the Avm Yoddhas. But they really need to pounce on it. It's the left arm slow bowler this time. Coming around the wicket to the right hander, trying to use the angle. And a single taken this time by Chirag, who's moved on to 6 of 9. Still early stages in his innings. This time played on the offside. Once again punched through the offside, so nothing more than singles at the moment. And this time very slow through the air. Chirag was completely through the shot, and then the ball arrived and given as a leg by in the end by the umpire. Very lucky to survive there, Chirag. It will do nothing else but add another run to the total here. But another scare here. Once again played on the leg side. This time a fuller length, and Chirag waited for that one. And he's picked the gap expertly on this occasion. That's his first boundary. And that will spoil the over for Rishi too. It's become 7 runs. It was just at 3. And in the end, 7 coming off it at the end of the 8th. Now it is 48 for 2. So Chetan continue now in the ninth over. A leading edge chance for the wicketkeeper and taken. And they have finally broken this partnership, and it's the big wicket of Aziz, who was looking really good out there. And Chetan getting a breakthrough on his very first delivery. Excellent piece of bowling once again, very slow through the air, just trying to nudge that one on the leg side. And nicely taken in the end by the wicketkeeper. 48 for 3 now, the Svkm super strikers in all sorts of trouble. So Amit comes in now at number 5. And it struck on the pad right in front. A huge appeal and given in the end by the umpire. He was pleading for it. And 2 in 2 now for Chetan. This is excellent bowling. Trapping the new batter right in front straight away. And a golden duck for Amit. And Chetan will be on a hat-trick now. 48 for 4 after 8.2. And this innings seems to be heading nowhere at the moment. So Jigar comes in now, coming in here at number 6, and Chetan on a hat-trick. He's got a couple of wickets on his very first couple of deliveries. Can he make it 3 in 3? This time it's against the left-hander, so he might have to change his line a little. And the field is going to be up. There is a slip fielder there as well now for him. Trying to be attacking. So Chetan taking his time there. He wants everything to be perfect. So here we go then. Hat-trick ball. And Jigar has played that one very nicely on the leg side, and he won't quite get the hat-trick. He will be disappointed there, Chetan. And Jigar will get off the mark instantly of his very first delivery. And in huge trouble here, the Svkm super strikers. 49 for 4. They need to build a partnership desperately here. And it's played in the air once again by Chirag. And this time it will find the distance. That's gone all the way just over the fielder there. And that will bring the 50 up for the SVKM Super Strikers, 55 for 4. And we have seen almost everything in this over. A couple of wickets, a single, and now a 6. So Chirag not holding back, continuing to play the big shots. This time just nudged on the leg side. So doing a very good job here, Chirag, for his side. But he needs some support. Can Jigar provide that? Once again, just knocking it around. And not the best of the throws, but it won't matter because there is protection and backup. So that will close out the 9th over now with the score at 57 for 4. So Rishi continuing here. He gave away 7 in his first. Once again played down the leg side. And this time the ball is racing away. Will it find the fence? Not quite so in the end. That's really good work. Good bit of footwork. They have come back for the third though. And 3 runs more will be added to the total. And will bring Jigar back on strike. So nicely knocking it around once again. Well, that is what they need to do for the moment. Continuing to try and rebuild. 14 this partnership worth now. 4 have come off the bat of Jigar and 10 off the bat of Chirag. Once again played uppishly but perfectly as well over the fielder at fine leg. And he finds the boundary once again, Chirag. So he's looking really good out there now. Picking the length early, swiveling across the crease and dispatching it perfectly. Showing some good skill there. And he's moved on to 24 as well now. So just the kind of the partnership that they were hoping for, and they will hope that it continues for at least. So we are back here, 88 for 4 now after 12 overs, and this partnership is going along really nicely here. 40 now. They were 48 for 4 after 8.2, and they have added on a lot of runs ever since, especially after that drinks break. And Rishi is going to continue now in this next over. Two overs for 17, Rishi. And the rebuild that the Svkm'S super strikers were looking for, they have found it. And this partnership looking extremely good at the moment. The right hand left hand combination working expertly in favor of them in these middle overs. They were really rocked back when Chetan took those couple of wickets, and this time charging down the track, and a swing and a miss. Still 7.5 more overs left in the innings. That's 47 balls. How much more damage can they do? Can they get to somewhere close to 160 or in excess of that? They will really take that, considering the situation that they were in, struggling at 48 for 4. Chirag has played a very good handy of 40 of just 25, and he needs to keep going here. If he plays out the 20 overs, then definitely they will be in excess of 160. Once again hit hard, but this time straight to the fielder at long on. So just another single. Just the 2 of the over, halfway through it. And this time an appeal. Once again very close to getting the wicket in. This time hit hard, but along the carpet. Well, what's happened out there? It is a run out. They are 5 down now, the SVKM Super Strikers. A bit of luck for the Avm Yoddhas. He dived in, but the throw was really good. In the end, he was struggling. Let's have a look at that one once again. He took it very casually early on. He should have never been in that situation. And now they have lost another one here, the SVKM Super Strikers. And finally they have broken this partnership. This partnership worth 42. A good decision in the end by the umpire. It was very close. Not easy for the naked eye. And now they are 91 for 5. And the left-hander gone back to the pavilion. So 91 for 5, and Jasdeep comes in, and straight away of his very first delivery, he's played that one inside out and perfectly into the gap. So that's the second time we have seen a new batter coming in and straight away going for the big shot. And he's played it superbly, that one. A textbook shot. And that will close out another over. 95 for 5 now to 13. So Chetan continuing here now. This time a wide down the leg side. Nicely done by the wicket keeper. He got across and he had to. Otherwise that would have raced away for another 5 extra runs. He saved a certain 4 there. The fine leg fielder is not that fine either. And this time played in the air. Chance the wicket keeper will get underneath that one and he's taken it. 6 down now, the SVKM Super Strikers, and Jasdeep has to depart just off his second delivery. A leading edge, wanting to play it over the fielder at fine leg, but no timing at all. And held nicely there by the wicketkeeper. The wicketkeeper had to move across first towards his leg side, and then the top edge. The ball just going in the air and an easy take in the end. Once he was underneath that one. 97 for 6 now. And once again starting to lose those wickets. So Mayur comes in now at number 8 and he needs to hang on around there with Chirag. Straight away gets off the mark, plays it into the gap on the offside. Once again nudged on the leg side by Chirag. Just a single. And good running in the end. They came back for the second as well, and that will bring the 100 up here for the SVKM Super Strikers. 100 for 6 now after 13.4. And they have taken quite a while and quite a few wickets for that. But they need Chirag to stay at the crease till the end. On to 45 now, Chirag. Just a hit away from a half century. And he will have to do much more than just a half century here. And this time he swivels across, but finds the fielder there. So 102 for 6 after 14. And once again, they need to try and rebuild. They need to hang around for a couple of overs now once again. Chirag especially needs to try and make sure that he stays at the crease. So Rishi is into his final over now. None for 24 for him in his 3. Can he get his name against the wickets column here? That's excellently bowled once again. He's not offered much to the batters. He's just conceded those couple of boundaries, both to Chirag, that's 6 and a 4. This time Mayur connects on the leg side, but nothing more than a single. Just knocking it around once again, these two. .160 is really a bare minimum that they need. It will be something to bowl at for the bowlers. Anything less than that will be a moral victory for the Avm Yoddhas. This time hit hard, but couldn't quite find the gap. So just a single. That gap between the short third and the point fielder is very small. If he wants to find that gap, he needs to pick it expertly. And this time down the leg side will be given as a wide. And once again a big swing, huge appeal, but given not out. Maybe the height being an issue there. But once again, excellently bowled by Rishi. He's very unlucky to not get any wickets here today. He's still got 2 more deliveries left. This time trying to cut that one. And this time it's hit hard through the leg side. And the ball will race away to the boundary. An excellent shot by Mayur this time. He's got his first boundary. And that will close out the 15th over now with the score at 109 for 6. So Chetan continuing here into his third over now. 3 for 16 for him. He's been amongst the wickets today. And the score moving on to 110 now. And this time he's done him. He's gone through him. And that's the big wicket of Chirag. He's gone here for 45. 7 down now. The SVKM Super Strikers. And that's the 4th wicket as well for Chetan, who is having an outstanding outing out there. So Pratik comes in now at number 9. And his side at the moment in huge trouble. He's gone for the big shot, Pratik, straight away. And he's connected that one beautifully. He's absolutely smoked that one of his very first delivery. It does not matter to him if Chetan has taken 4 wickets. That's a 6 of his very first delivery. And something to cheer about here for the SVKM Super Strikers. Straight away taking the aerial route. And this time chance of a run out once again. A direct hit could have ended the innings for Pratik. And this time coming back for the second due to the overthrows. And a really good start this one for Pratik. And this is turning out to be a huge over even after taking that wicket. 9 of it already, just the halfway through it. This time he plays it on the offside, straight to the field. The chance of a run out, maybe direct hit. But he made it in the end. So finally Pratik will be off strike and will bring Mayur on strike. How many more can these two add here? 26 more deliveries left in the innings. 26 singles gets them to 145. Maybe they can chip in with a couple of boundaries and get somewhere around the 150 mark, which can be a decent total on this track. We have seen scores like those being defended before. This time played uppishly but down the ground. Well, Pratik has shown that he can really hit the ball long. So 120 for 7 now after 16. And this time hit hard, and the bowler couldn't quite hold on to that one. That could have been the 8th one down. Saurabh continuing here in his 4th over, and this time, very unlike him, giving away a wide. He's conceded just the 5 runs now, including his wide, into his final over. He's been very economical today. Definitely a shout out for one of the awards today for being the most economical bowler. This time hit down the ground and just a single. Once again nudged on the offside. So continuing to do it nicely, these two at the moment. Playing out the deliveries. They know Saurabh is not easy to get away with. So just playing out the singles towards him. Halfway through it, they have got the 4 runs. And this time a swing and a miss. Once again Prateek for the similar kind of a shot that he hit off his very first delivery. And this time he's connected that one. It's gone high in the air. Fielder takes it. And that's the second breakthrough now for Saurabh. And 8 down now. The SVKM Super Strikers falling like 9 pins here. Another one bites the dust. And this time it is Prateek who hit that 1-6. Wanting to go for the other one. Has to depart here for 10. And just the 2 more wickets left now in this innings. 124 for 8. It's been a very dismal performance so far by the SVKM Super Strikers. And a really good one for the Avm Yoddhas. So it is Keyur who comes in now at number 10 in. And very close to the outside edge once again for Saurabh. And what an amazing spell it has been by Saurabh. 4 overs, 2 for 7, going at an economy less than 2 as well, just 1.75. And at the end of the 17th now, it is 124 for 8 for the SVKM Super Strikers. So Vishal is going to continue now in this 18th over. And Mayur holds the key now in these final 3 overs. None for 19 for Vishal in his 2. The Avm Yoddhas will be wanting to get through the tail quickly. Otherwise, it can be very frustrating for them in these final 3 overs. What can Mayur provide here? And this time just past the outside edge. He will get a dot delivery first up. And this time a very unorthodox shot. And the wicketkeeper is running after that one. Not quite sure if he'll be able to reach in. And that's reached the fence. And 4 welcome runs here for the SVKM strikers. Not sure if he intended to hit it in that region, but a boundary nonetheless. Was never in control of it, but superbly played in the end. So Mayur holding the key here in these final few deliveries. Can he get in a couple of lusty blows here for his side to get them to a decent total? And that should be another dot delivery, and it is just inside the tram line there, trying to pull that one slightly wider to the batter, Mayur. Mayur 14 of 13 at the moment. He's putting on some important runs for his side. This time the umpire Fayyaz Sheikh getting an opportunity to free his arms and exercise. And once again, he's gone for the similar region and really nicely fielded there. And a direct hit as well. But he made it in the end comfortably. So just a single, saving certain 3 runs for his side there, the fielder. And for the first time, we will see Keyur on strike. In fact, he's faced one delivery up against Saurabh in the previous over. And for the first time, he's up against Vishal now. Coming in here at number 10. And he's been given a job to do to score some crucial runs for his side. And he's hit that one hard, but it's along the carpet. And he will find the fielder in the deep, just a single. And he will get off the mark of his second delivery. This time just past the outside edge. And that will close out the over for Vishal. In the end, just 7 coming off it. At the end of the 18th now, it is 131 for 8. So Rahul has come here to bowl the penultimate over of the innings. And Keyur has done his job. He's given the strike back to the main batter here, Mayur. He's hit a couple of boundaries in his 15. Once again hit hard through the offside, but will find the fielder. And this time Keyur swings. Has he got the distance? Not quite so. And that's the 9th one down now for the Svkm strikers. Well, he was doing the right job there. He wanted to try and get some quick runs. And it is 133 for 9 now after 18.3. And a wicket here for Rahul. His second one. So in comes Puneet at number 11. And straight away he's played it in the air and just over the fielder, and that will race away to the boundary. They will take those, a boundary for the number 11. A 137 now. Once again hit hard, but straight to the fielder this time. So just the one more delivery left now in this over for Rahul and his spell. Once again hit hard through the offside, and he takes the single there, Mayur. And he will keep the strike for the final over with the score now at 139 for 9. So Vishal continuing, and once again hit hard just over the fielder there. And that's gone away to the boundary. 3 fielders were running after that one. And in the end, no one could quite get across. And another boundary, and they're into the 140s here now. How many more can Mayur get in these final 5 deliveries? 143 for 9 now. Vishal is not happy at all with his fielders there. This can be really frustrating for the Avm Yoddhas if they don't manage to get the wicket here and leak some runs. This time a big swing, an outside edge, and that will race away to the boundary too. Back-to-back boundaries for Mayur. And what an important hand he's played out here. 25 not out of 19 now. He's still got 4 more deliveries left. Can he get them to the 160s? We have seen he's capable of those. The fortune favouring the brave, going for the big shot and the outside edge. Past the wicketkeeper and the short third fielder. So just the 4 more deliveries left now. And this time he's missed out. They are wanting to come back for the second. There's no one out there on the leg side. And they make it quite easily in the end. So the scoreboard keeps on ticking here. And Puneet is back on strike here. 148 for 9. Signaled as a bye by the umpire. It's a decent total this in the end. This time a swing and a miss. Missing out on that one, trying to get underneath that one. He's hit that one hard, Puneet, but straight to the fielder once again. And the score moves on to 149 for 9 now, and Mayur is on strike for the final delivery. Can he connect one here? Well, he swung at that one. Will that find the distance? Yes, it will. Just what they needed of the final delivery. And that's the first 6 for Mayur. And his last one of the innings. 31 not out of just 21 deliveries. Coming in at number 8. He's played a very important hand out there. And they close out this innings here at 155 for 9. Which is a decent total in the end. Considering they were struggling at 48 for 4. And then 100 for 6. So the target for the Avm Yoddhas will be 156, and we will be back for the chase shortly. So we are back here for the chase. The target for the Avm Yoddhas 156 from the allotted 20 overs. Saurabh and Vishal will open the innings. Saurabh, after that exceptional bowling spell, has come out to open here. And will be supported by Vishal, and Jigar will be opening the bowling here. And they need a few quick wickets here, the Svkm'S super strikers, if they want to give themselves any chance of winning this game. And nicely played straight away by Saurabh. So it's not a mammoth total. They can take the time out there and try and build an innings. Once again, nicely bowled and nicely defended. Not wanting to go for the big shots straight away. Taking the feel of the ball with the bat. Wanting to get his eye in first. This time he's gone for it. And he's hit that one superbly, Saurabh. What a way to start your innings. He gets off the mark with a nice little shot through the leg side, playing it in the air where there's no fielder out there, and making full use of these power play overs. A 6 to start with. Once again, he just defends it. So he's not going to go for the big shot through the offside. Maybe he's decided that one. Anything that is bowled onto his pads or legs will be smoked through the leg side. And this time played on the leg side. And they will come back for the second. And they make it in the end. It was very close for a run out here. Had the throw been a little bit more on target, it was an opportunity. And this time Saurabh plays it down the ground towards the fielder at long on. And they did not take any single as well on that occasion, surprisingly. So a dot delivery to end the over at the end of the first. Now it is 8 without a wicket. So Kasturi is going to bowl the second over now. With the score at 8. And this time it's straight onto the batter Vishal. And a dot delivery for him. This time going for the big pull shot, but missing out completely, slightly slower through the air this time by Kasturi. And this time played slightly uppishly and nicely fielded there by the fielder. And just a single taken, and also Vishal getting off the mark here of his third delivery. And Saurabh is back on strike, who hit that 6 in the first over. And this time a Yorker delivery by Kasturi. Nicely played in the end. And this time he's hit that one hard, Vishal, and it will go all the way. So both the openers getting a 6. Going with the line and the length of the delivery. It was right in the slot for him. And moving along nicely here, the Avm Yoddhas so far. This time he finds the fielder. So at the end of the second now, it is 16 without a wicket. Still 140 away from this target. And we are into the third over now, and straight away Saurabh has played that one in the air, and what a catch that is! Excellently taken. He had to run in a long way to collect that one, and he's held on to it, and that's the big wicket of Saurabh. The first one departs here for the Avm Yoddhas. Let's have a look at that one once again. It was hit nicely through the leg side, but there was only one fielder out there in the deep mid-wicket fielder, and he had to run a long way in, and somehow he managed to get underneath that one and held on to it too. 16 for 1 now after 2.1. So 16 for 1, and the new batter comes in Chetan, who took those 4 wickets earlier on. Now has a job to do with the bat. Jigar getting the early breakthrough of Saurabh. This time hit hard and is hit nicely through the offside. That will race away to the boundary. A much needed boundary, that one. Straight away getting off the mark of his second delivery there, Chetan. This time nicely defended. And once again hit hard and chance dropped. That could have been 2 in this over. A huge opportunity missed. Trying to hit that one through the offside once again, and that should have been taken in all fairness. And Chetan survives for now. How costly will that prove to be to the Svkm Super Strikers? Once again hitting it through the offside, the ball just stopping there. Slower through the air too. And that will close out the third over. Now just the 4 of it and the wicket of Saurabh. At the end of the third now it is 20 for 1. And this time hit hard through the leg side once again by Vishal. And once again he's found the distance. A superb hit. That will make them feel much more better. This time a shorter one and picking it up beautifully there. And that's the second 6 now for Vishal and the third of the innings already. Dealing in 6s at the moment, the Avm Yoddhas. This time hit hard. And he's found the gap perfectly there, Vishal. That's raced away to the boundary too. Excellent batting this. Getting some really quick runs inside this power play. And once again he's gone for it. Well, Vishal wants to get this done quickly. That is the cleanest hit. And that's the longest one of the day. No surprises. It's come off the bat of Vishal. You just can't pitch it up to him like that. Once again superbly hit. And this is turning out to be a huge over here. Already 16 of this over, halfway through it. And he's really punishing Kasturi here for the bad deliveries that he's bowling. And this time a swing and a miss. Given as a wide in the end by the umpire. So Kasturi not quite able to get away here. This time Vishal wasn't quite ready and he will have to reload. And this time he's hit that one straight as an arrow. And even that will find the fence. 21 of the over already. In fact, 19. 3 fours and a 6 and a wide. And making light work of this chase here for the Avm Yoddhas is Vishal. 27 of 9, striking at 300 at the moment. This time the ball just keeping low. And they scamper across for a bye. To the relief of Kasturi, he will be happy to see Vishal at the non-strikers end now. So the wicketkeeper just getting some attention there. The ball hitting his ankle. And we will be back shortly. And hope that he's okay. So we are back here, and it's good to see the wicketkeeper on his feet once again. So finally we continue, and Kasturi, it's been a very expensive over, and it continues to be. But this time, luckily for him, there is a fielder out there in the deep who will get across. In the end, 20 runs coming off the over. Once again, trying to hit that one hard. And just finding the fielder there in the end. So at the end of the fourth over now, it is 43 for 1. So Chetan will be on strike now on this first delivery of the fifth over, and Jiga starting off with a wide delivery. They don't have too many runs here. The Svkm super strikers, they need to strike. 112 more required of 96. This time finds the fielder, trying to find that gap through the offside. This time played on the leg side, and they get across for a single. Once again hit hard through the offside, and this time he will find the gap, and that will race away to the boundary. Once again Vishal in on the front. Played that one beautifully through the gap between the point and the cover fielder. There's not much that they can do here, the Svkm super strikers. This time played down the ground, just a single. That will bring the 50 up for the Avm Yoddhas. 50 for 1 in this fifth over. And they have been really smashing it around here at the moment. And once again, he's gone for the big shot. And Chetan, he won't quite find the distance, but it's in the gap, and it will go for a one bounce into the fence. And runs coming thick and fast here. So just one more delivery left now in this over. 11 of it already. And just over the fielder once again. That could have been taken. Once again Chetan survives, and he gets across for a couple of more runs. That will be 13 of the over once again. And at the end of the fifth now, the Avm Yoddhas are 56 for 1. He got a fingertip to that one, but just not enough in the end. So exactly 100 more required now. 100 from 15 overs. With 9 wickets in hand, you would favor the batting side here, of course. So Amit is going to continue now in this final over of the power play. And once again banged in shot, and once again smashed through the leg side by Vishal. He is playing out a gem of an innings here. You just can't bowl it to him there. That's the third time he's hit that in that region. This time a much better length. But he beats the fielder and he will get across for a single towards long off. So just 93 more required from here on for the Avm Yoddhas. 93 from 88. Just a little overrun a ball. This time he finds the fielder there, Chetan. And this time hit through the leg side, but couldn't quite stop that one. And it won't be costly either, just the 1 run. He's gone for a powerful shot through the offside this time, Vishal. So a decent over this by Amit. Just the 9 of it, considering how big those previous overs have been. This time played through the leg side and another chance dropped. That should have been taken. That is the easiest chance. That's the third time that Chetan has been dropped. How lucky is he? It's just his day. He's taken the 4 wickets. And now 3 lifelines for him. It does not get simpler than that one. And it is getting even more difficult from here on for the Avm Yoddhas to get back into this game. I beg your pardon, the Svkm'S Super Strikers. So at the end of the 6th now, it is 65 for 1. Just 91 more required of 84 deliveries. And this time played in the air by Vishal. Another opportunity is it? And this time they hold on to one. And Vishal's inning has come to an end. 40 of just 16. The power play overs came to an end. The field was spread and there were a couple of fielders out on the boundary line on the leg side. And nicely held on to it in the end. It went high, very high into the sky. And not easy trying to hold on to that one. And he did well in the end. So after dropping a couple of easy ones, they hold on to one. A difficult one here. 65 for 2 now after 6.1. But the damage has been already done by Vishal. So 65 for 2. And Shailesh comes in now at number 4. And gets off the mark immediately. So just 90 more required from your on of 82 deliveries at 6.59 runs and over. Once again, Chetan has gone for the big shot. And this time it will land to no man's land. And he will get across for another couple of runs. It's just his day. When the ball goes to hand, it is not held on. And when it goes high in the air, the fielder doesn't quite get around. So a couple of more runs added to the total. A couple of wickets for Jigar. He needs a few more though here for his side. He's into his final over as well. How rarely do we see a bowler being bowled out in the first 7 overs itself. This time finding the fielder on the offside. Once again a big swing. And has he found the gap? Yes, he has. Another boundary, and this time off the bat of the new man, Shailesh. And cruising here in this chase at the moment, the Avm Yoddhas. Making things ever so easy for themselves in the back end of the innings. So 73 for 2. And Amit continuing here, starting off with a wide. Trying to do something different. Another single added to the tally. And this time just past the outside edge. Once again, just lets it go. So just 80 more runs required of 75 deliveries. Once again, nudging it on the offside, and a bit of a misfield will allow them to get across for a single. Once again played on the offside. This time a big swing and very close to the outside edge as well. So Jasdeep continuing here now in this 9th over. And he starts off with a slightly shorter one and hit through the gap on the offside. Another single added to the tally. So exactly half of the runs have been scored of the target. They need the other half in the remaining 11.5 overs with 8 wickets in hand. And this time a big swing through the leg side, and once again he's found the gap. Another boundary here for Chetan. He's been given 3 lifelines and he's stuck around at the crease here and moves on to 21-2 now. Those drop chances really being very costly to the bowling side here, the SKVM super strikers. And this time hit hard through the offside, but there is a fielder out there in the deep. And this time he's played that one nicely. Another boundary here for Shailesh. Playing it nicely into the gap. Once again, bowled slightly short. Another single. So 1-4, 1-4, 1 of the over so far, 11 of it. This time played nicely on the offside and they scamper across once again. So 12 coming off the Jasdeep over at the end of the ninth. Now it is 89 for 2. This time starting off with a wide. Not quite what Amit intended. Trying to bowl a wide one outside the off stump. So exactly a runner ball more required from here on. But it does not matter because Chetan is going to play the big shots. And that's been deposited once again. That's just easy pickings for him. And another maximum in this innings. And really cruising here. Just 60 more required. Wanting to get it done quickly here. And this time a single taken towards third man. And once again a big swing, but he misses out on this occasion. And this time just past the outside edge. So a couple of dots here for Amit. And this time just plays it on the offside. And once again, Shailesh has gone for that one. But he will find the fielder out there in the deep. So another single added to the tally. Just one more delivery left now in this 10th over. And he's played it nicely back to the bowler. So that will close out the 10th over. 9 coming off it. In fact, 10 at the end of the 10th. Now it is 99 for 2 for the Avm Yoddhas heading into this short drink break. So just 57 more required of the final 10 overs. And this time trying to nudge that one on the leg side. And he gets the single in. And that will bring the 100 up here for the Avm Yoddhas. 100 for 2 in this 11th over. Doing it superbly at the moment. Just the 56 more required, or 58 deliveries. With 8 wickets in hand, Puneet continuing here, and he bowls a wide delivery this time. And this time hit in the air. And it's clear the fielder once again. That's another maximum for Chetan. This time up against Puneet. And now they need less than 50. Just 49 more required. And once again, a swing and a miss. So once again, a very big over already. 111 for 2. 12 off this one. One more left. And this time, once again, just past the outside edge. So a couple of dots to end the over for Puneet. And at the end of the 11th now, it is 111 for 2, requiring only 45 more to win of 9 overs. So Jasdeep continuing here. Just 45 more required. And hit hard through the offside once again. And a huge appeal here for a leg before wicket. The umpire not convinced. And Jasdeep felt that he got his man, but not quite so on that occasion. Once again, excellently bowled this time. This time hit hard in the air and dropped. Another chance gone. And they scamper across for a second one as well, thanks to the overthrows. That should have been taken. And Chetan just keeps on surviving at the moment. That's his fourth lifeline. Fourth time he has been dropped. And this time he's done him. That's gone through him. And a wicket finally for the SVKM Super Strikers. That's the third one down. A huge partnership coming to an end. And Chetan, who got 4 lifelines, has to depart this time. Just 44 more required of 50 deliveries. And he has done the damage too, just like Vishal did. 112 for 3 now after 11.4. So Shivanandan comes in now at number 5 with his side in pole position here for a victory. Just 44 more required of 50. Just nudged on the offside. A dot delivery to start with for him. Can they get a couple more here now? The SVKM Super Strikers try and creep back in this game. It's a tall task in front of them and their bowlers. This time trying to play that one in the gap on the offside, but another dot that will close out the 12th over now. An excellent one by Jasdeep. At the end of the 12th now it is 112 for 3. So Puneet continuing now. And just played on the offside by Shailesh. They can do it in singles. Shivanandan on strike now at number 5. Finding an inside edge on this occasion. And this time he connects it. Going for the big one once again, but just finding the fielder in the deep on this occasion. And this time very close to the inside edge. And this time hit hard, down the ground. Has it found the distance? Not quite so, and he's dropped. That's the 5th time they have dropped a catch here. And on this occasion, it is Shailesh who survives. They dropped Chetan 4 times, and now it is Shailesh. Just a single. This time hit hard and just over the bowler by Shivanandan. And he gets the single in. And another very good over coming to an end here for the SVKM Super Strikers. Should have taken a wicket too at the end of the 13th. Now it is 116 for 3. So 42 required from 42. Once again played uppishly, and this time the catch has been taken. So the dropped catch from the previous over won't cost them much, and Shailesh has to depart now. 4 down for the Avm Yoddhas. Now then, can a couple of more wickets come by in the favor of the SVKM Super Strikers? They can be right back into this one. Still 39 required of 40, and it is 117 for 4 now after 13.2. So Rishi comes in now at number 6, who bowled nicely earlier on. And straight away he gets off the mark. So not much required, just 38 more of 39. And this time an appeal, but the umpire not interested once again. So a dot delivery. Can they put some pressure here on the opposition? Get a few more dots in here or there. Not concede any boundaries for at least next 2 or 3 overs or so. This time trying to go hard through the offside. And that will be another dot delivery. So 3 dots to finish the over. Just the 2 off the over and the second wicket for Jasdeep as well. At the end of the 14th now, it is 118 for 4. So Mayur is going to continue now. And he's been dispatched for a boundary straight away. Straight away bowling it slightly short. And hit beautifully through the leg side. Anything that has been banged in short has been dispatched. And that continues to be the case here. And this time hit hard. And that one won't quite reach the fence. A bit of a misfield. But not quite to be. This time played nicely on the leg side. And once again, it's played in the gap. There's no fielder out there. That's another boundary for Rishi. Just 28 more needed from here on for the Avm Yoddhas. Once again, trying to find that gap. But this time he will find the fielder. So another single taken. So just the 26 more required of the remaining 5 overs. And it will be Shivanandan on strike. They have 6 wickets in hand. And straight away he's taken it on a low full toss. And that's been dispatched to the boundary once again. Excellently played there by Shivanandan. And just 22 more required now. This time trying to nudge it on the leg side, but a dot delivery. .22 more required of 28. And a couple of wickets for Jasdeep. Can he add a few more? This time bowling it quicker through the air. And once again a swing and a miss. So back-to-back dot deliveries now. And this time chipped in the air, but once again landing it safely. And another single taken, and 16 overs come to an end with the score at 136 for 4. 20 more required in the back four. Well, in fact, there's one more delivery left, and it will conjure nothing. And that will close out the 16th now with the score at 135 for 4, requiring 21 more to win in the last 4 overs. So Puneet continuing once again in the air and will land safely. So just a single there for Shivanandan brings Rishi on strike. It has been an excellent performance this by the Avm Yoddhas. This time nudged on the leg side. An easy single in the end. This time charging down the track and playing it towards the fielder at long on. Just another single. This time a big swing and a miss by Rishi, wanting to get this done quickly. And at the moment, the Svkm'S super striker is trying to take this deep. Another dot delivery. Still 18 away from victory, 18 required of 19. And just the 3 of the over of Puneet here. Can he close it out with another dot delivery, or can he get a wicket as well to give his side some chance? And that's 3 dots in a row to close out the over. Just the 3 of the over at the end of the 17th. Now it is 138 for 4. So 18 more required of 18. That will be 17 of 17 now. And Amit continuing. He's into his final over. And once again, a huge appeal. And after a wide, they get in a leg by. So dealing it in singles at the moment, not taking any risky strokes. Just the 14 more required of 15. Once again hit hard, but just another single. This time hit through on the offside and coming back for the second, and appeal for a run out, and he's gone. What's happened out there? Is there still a twist in this game? Well, by no means it is done yet, and that's the fifth one down now for the Avm Yoddhas. A run out in play. Still 12 more required of 13. So a couple of wides helping them a lot. 10 more required of 13 and a dot delivery to end the over for Amit. It will close out his spell at the end of the 18th now. It is 146 for 5. So Puneet continuing, and straight away Shivanandan has gone for the big shot and he's cleared the fielder, and that will release all the pressure for them. And that will also bring the 150 up for the Avm Yoddhas. 152 for 5 now. And just a hit away now from victory. 4 required of 11. Just the kind of the start that they needed to the over. And once again, he's gone for the big shot. And once again, he's cleared the fielder. And what a way to finish this game. Back-to-back sixes. And the Avm Yoddhas have won this game quite convincingly in the end by 5 wickets. A superb performance out there. A total one-sided affair in the end. And they have done the job here, winning this game with 10 more deliveries to spare. We will be back shortly for another game.